So alright, now something other than text, hopefully. Those are requests. One to help the student council, one to help Colette. This is totally not the right way to go. Okay. Radio station. This is also not the way to go. Welcome to Radio Trista. We have a variety of radio programs to match any listener's needs. Please take the time to tune in if you have an orbital radio. Do I? I don't actually think that I do. This isn't Fallout. Alright, the president had one, the engineering club had another, and then Colette, the student, had one. So that's all at the academy. And then I have these 2 bondage points. Man, the weather's perfect today. The fish are really gonna be biting. Looks like he's a student from one of the upper classes. This must be Kenneth. Hey there, haven't met you yet. You got one of those red uniforms on, so I guess you're from class 7? That's right. My name's Reen Schwarzer. Are you a first year too? Yep, I'm Kenneth Lake. No wonder he's a fisherman. He's the Lord of the Lake. Kenneth Lake Lord, class 2. I'm part of the Imperial Fishing Club. It's really laid back. You'd like it. Oh yeah, pleasure's all mine. Likewise. He's pretty laid back, especially for a noble. I take it the Imperial Fishing Club's about fishing? You catch on quick. This is supposed to be a great place for fishing. I hear there are a ton of different fish you can catch here. I'm just trying to figure out the right spot. Huh, seems like you're having fun at least. You've done a bit of fishing in your time, haven't you? How about giving it another shot? Well, sure, but how did you know? Just a hunch. Well then, from one fisherman to another. Aw yeah, fishing minigames! Are you sure I can have these? I feel kinda bad just getting all this stuff for nothing. Don't even sweat it! The Imperial Fishing Club's here to spread the joy of fishing, so it's all good. We start off as a white angler, but don't think too much about that. Just fish away to your heart's content. What? Just ignore that for now. It's not all that important. But yeah, once you've started landing some big catches, come back and talk to me. I'll show you some cool prizes for your points. Prizes? Points? What's going on? Now that that's all explained, it's time for me to head off. I got some fish to catch. I'll be fishing at the pond on campus if you want to join me. Can I use these points to get kitty ears? I'm still confused about some of the stuff he said, but oh well. Still, now that I have it, it wouldn't hurt to start fishing again. Let's see, the label says it's made by the Lake Lord Company. Wait a minute, isn't Lake Lord his last name? This fellow must be pretty famous then. And I'd assume experts on fishing. Tutorial. I was looking over there, right? Seems like that could be a decent fishing spot. Bunny mission is available too, so maybe I'll give that a shot when I have the time. You can now access fish. At fishing points, you can set a number. You can fish a set number of times. By catching fish, you earn angler points, and the amount you get will depend on the variety and size of the fish you catch. Get fishing to earn more points. Tying to cancel will allow you to exchange your angler points for items. As your angler rank increases, you will have more items available to trade. Neat. I use my free day to break into houses. My husbands become completely unbearable. I break into houses and meet the desperate housewives. The only words out of his mouth when he comes home at night are bath, dinner, and sleep. What, has he convinced himself that I'm his personal maid? I can't stand him anymore. He has no respect for the fact that I take care of everything at home. I can make you feel like a bride again, Melissa. I should get this room cleaned up before dinner. I don't want my home tutor to show up while it's still a mess. Where'd my chair go? Dude! Hey, I saw a weird guy at the river earlier. He had a bucket and a long stick and was just staring at the water. I wonder what he was doing. I should talk to him if I see him again. I should go talk to that stranger. I finally managed to get Annie to stop hanging all over me, too. Can't imagine a worse place to study than right here. It's a free day, kid. Why are you studying? Oh! This entire culture is fucked. I'm not sure where the pond on campus is. I wonder if I can go fishing in the pool. It'd be hilarious if I could. Did she say she would be here or in the student union? I just check on my notebook. First floor of the student union building. Hey! How convenient. What building was the student union building? Fuck. Quick, where's the map? Okay. Oh hey, Fee's hanging out. Pardon me, you're Colette from Class 4, right? I believe you submitted a request to the Student Council? Yeah, I did, but you're that guy from Class 7. Did you join the Student Council and I wasn't looking? Nothing like that, I just decided to help them out with some of their work. Student Council President told me to handle your request. Oh, so that's how it is. Wow, we're both first years, but you seem so much more grown up than me. The people in Class 7 must be amazing. It's no big deal. So you wrote that you needed help looking for your student notebook. Yeah, I've been looking everywhere I could think of since this morning, but there's no sign of it. So does that mean you're going to start looking right away? They said that if one person wasn't able to help me, they'd send someone else to do it. I see, so that's how Toa had this all arranged. Well, sure. You can count on me. Really? Thank you so much. Before we get too excited, I think I'll need a bit more information to have any hope of finding it. Can you tell me when you first noticed you dropped your notebook? It was right after school yesterday when I went to borrow a book from the library. You can't borrow books without your notebook, so I went to take it out, and I couldn't because it wasn't there. Yesterday after school. Got it. So, when was the last time you remember having it? Probably right when classes had vanished for the day yesterday. I was still in the classroom. I remember using it to take notes while I was talking with my friends, so I definitely had it then. Guess I must have dropped it somewhere between my classroom and the library. Well, that narrows it down quite a bit. Did you stop anywhere on your way to the library, though? Well, after I left the main building, I came here to the student union. Pretty sure I went to the library after that. That should be everywhere I went. Okay, so there's not that many places where you could have dropped it. Best way to go about this seems to be to split up and search the main building and the area surrounding it, I think. Yeah, that's just what I was going to ask you to do, actually. I'm hoping it's there, because I searched the library from top to bottom this morning. And the rooftop's out because the janitor said he didn't notice it when he was doing his morning cleaning rounds. Main building it is, then. So do you think I should start with the classrooms? No, I don't think you need to check them at all. I searched my classroom yesterday and didn't go into any of the others. Probably a good idea to focus on the halls and the rest areas in there. This sounds like a cliche. Checking the rest area? I have a feeling that if it's in the main building, it's going to be somewhere on the second floor. Thanks for the info. I'll head over there and take a look around. You can stay here at the Student Union and keep up your search. Okay, will do. Thanks for agreeing to help me out. I am on a quest. I hope no one calls me a hentai baka for looking around the rest area. And she hentai baka. I'm not seeing any glowing light on the ground. Oh no! All hope is lost. Main building focusing on quarters and rest areas. I like that the note kept track of that. Quick, mash X everywhere. Is this even the right building? Yup. Learning to cook is really the best way to transform a lovely young lady like myself into bride material. If I work hard, I'm sure that this will be my chance to nab myself a hunky husband. None of the boys will be able to resist. At least not. I don't think I'll be joining the cooking club anymore. Free days are the best time to be at the academy. It's just you, your art, and the silence. Everyone's either out in town or doing something with their club. That should be gone more often. If only every day were a free day, I'd be able to get far more work done. Well, she's certainly unique. She also has those amazing unimpressed with anything eyes. Seems like Lynn's been fond of painting since she was young, which led her to learning more about it. We're both new to the club though, so I hope we get along. That reminds me, I hear you've decided to help the student council out. Just let me know if you ever need any help with that. Thanks. Have you seen a notebook lying around? I think it might be good to try and give this painting a bit more depth. What do you think, Clara? Whatever. Huh, that should really help me improve. Thanks, Linda. He looked a little intimidating at first, but Geist is really nice. But why am I the one teaching him? I'm not exactly some master artist. He's still painting that white though, I see. Does the second floor even have a rest area? Does the building even have a rest area? There's an exclamation mark on the first floor. What does that mean? Is that where the quest is? Is it literally as easy as that? Or can I hang out with the teacher? My name's Min. Told me she'd stop by and say hi, so I've just been sitting here waiting for her. Oh yeah, did I mention she was supposed to be here an hour ago? She's probably lost again. How can one family have so many directionally challenged members? Guess I'll head to the roof for a smoke. I like this guy. Principal office. Oh, it's his quest. Van Dyke! Conference room. Staff only. Rooftop. This is a pretty small school, actually. Well, I guess 3 classes. Oh, no, wait. 6 classes. Divided between a couple of social classes. Why is it so hard to find a notebook? Wait, aha! It wasn't a glimmering dot, it was a literal notebook! That should be it, but I should check the inside just to be sure. Unless there's another identical collector running around, this is the one. She'll be happy to see this. I should get back to her as soon as I can. I thought it would be like an orb of light because that's what it was to read the books in the library. Neat. Why am I walking there? Fast travel! Yo! Did you find it? Yeah, assuming this is actually your notebook. Why don't you check it just to be sure? Thanks. You're right, it really is mine. Oh, thank goodness. This is the only form of ID we students have, so it would have been awful if I'd lost it. Such as our instructor would have chewed my head off if I needed to get another one issued. Thanks so much for your help, Reen. I'm sorry, I'm just so relieved. I didn't know it was so important to you. Still, I'm glad I was able to help you out. By the way, where did you end up finding it? Oh, you know the sofas on the second floor of the main building that people use as a rest area? It's on one of those, sort of, in the gap between the cushions. The sofa's on the second floor. Oh, I guess I did relax there for a while. Come to think of it, I think I've dropped it while sitting down once before. I had to fly out of my pocket that time though, so I didn't end up losing it. Why would sitting down do that? What pocket do you usually put your notebook in? Well, one of my skirt pockets usually. Well, that makes sense. All the boys use their pants pocket too. But you might want to try using your jacket pocket from now on. It's not going to fall out of there. That's where I usually put mine, and I've never had any problems. Jacket pocket? We've got those? Well, I don't know if the girls' jackets are different than the guys' are, but I don't see why you wouldn't. Hold on, let me check. Oh wow, you're right. I had no idea this was even here. There's no way my notebook will ever fall out of one of these. Thanks for the tip. That should solve all my pocket problems. Huh. Happy to have been of service. You've really been a big help today. It really doesn't make up for it, but will you accept this as my little token of thanks? Hey, an accessory? Hold on, I couldn't possibly. Don't worry about it. I bought one for myself the other day, but I ended up ordering two by mistake. I can't really use both at once, so it makes sense to give it to someone else who might be able to do something with it. Well, if you're sure. Thanks. Hey, that's my line. Well, thanks again for everything, Reen. Yay. And that doesn't seem to advance my time at all. It also doesn't seem to have given me another bondage point, but whatever. That's fine. A chain stitched bracelet, blessed with the power of Eidos. Eidos. Okay. Let's see what the principal has to say. I am interested in the old schoolhouse. But first, here's your permission slip. I'm really sorry I made you wait so long. Oh, it's no problem at all. I'll be making my way to the church now. Take care. I decided to spend my free days doing voluntary work at the church in town. I want to become a sister after all. This is an ideal opportunity for me. She's a nun. First, Becky asked me if she can work part-time, and now Rosie asked me if permission to do volunteer works. Since these days have such bright futures ahead of them, don't they? Such ambition. I'm almost envious. Van Dyke. Excuse me, Principal. I'm Reen Schwarzer of Class 7. Ah, good. I've been waiting for you. She's a nun to be. She's about to be nun. He looks even bigger up close than he did at the entrance ceremony. Is he what, two arch tall? Don't trust me if you've accepted my request. I truly appreciate you taking time out of your free day to assist me in this. It's no problem at all, sir. So, you're looking for someone to further investigate the underground area of the old schoolhouse? Precisely, and I couldn't have found a better man for the job, considering your class was down there so recently. Incidentally, it was Sarah who insisted on making use of that trapdoor, not me. I probably should have tried to stop her, however. Please do accept my apologies. Oh, no, not at all, sir. You have no reason to apologize. I kind of already figured out she was behind it anyway. I mean, stands to reason. Getting back to the matter at hand, there are a number of interesting stories regarding that old schoolhouse. That gargoyle you fought is just a drop in the bucket, all told. Now that you mention it, I did get the distinct impression while fighting it that it was no ordinary monster. It was almost as if... Indeed. Almost as if it weren't a monster at all, but a demon? Perhaps the word fiend might fit in our... In our experience, if left alone, it will always regenerate to its original statue form, eventually. Really? Yes, and as a result, the area has long been used by students in tests of strength. But in the past year, many strange alterations have begun occurring there. I've received reports ranging from doors appearing out of nowhere to strange and eerie voices from the darkness. I see. So you'd like me to go and investigate whether there's any truth to these reports then? If possible, yes. Specifically, I would like you to walk through the underground area and check for any significant changes since last month. I'd ask for which you are uniquely qualified given your prior experience down there. I suppose that's true. And I'd be happy in order to take this mission. If that gargoyle has regenerated, things could get a little tricky. If that turns out to be the case, I would have no objection at all to you turning back. I should also stress I am making this request to Class 7 as a whole. By all means, do ask your classmates for assistance. I'm certainly not expecting you to go it alone. Oh, understood. I'll do just that. Splendid. I believe you'll be needing this then. It's the key to the front door of the old schoolhouse. Best of luck to you, and please, be safe. Thank you, sir. We're not committing war atrocities yet. That's in a month and a half from now. So I get to recruit teammates to do this with. So do I just go and talk to them? Do I call them on my orbital phone? You're one. The shades here is nice. Might be good for napping. I like it. I guess she's not. Maybe I go to the place? I don't know where the place is. Academy Field. Oh, other way. There's the gardening club. Oh, there's the pond. It's so quiet here. It reminds me of outside of Peach's castle in Mario 64. I'm not sensing that mysterious presence anymore. It seems to have dissipated or something. Maybe it was my imagination after all. Once I start exploring this old schoolhouse, I get the feeling I won't have any time. Oh, god damn it! Taking away all my time. Fucking clocks, fucking time limits. Fucking hell. Why did I walk back? Engineering building. Yo! Hey there, good to see ya. Oh, you're the person who was with President Toa when I first arrived at the academy. You got a good memory. George Nomi. I'm George Nomi, second year, class 3. I also head of the engineering club. You're Green Schwarzer from class 7, right? Nice to meet you. Likewise. Toa told me that you're helping out the student council. You probably got a lot to learn about the academy since you're just enrolled, but good luck with everything. Thank you very much. But I am curious. This is the engineering building, isn't it? With all the machines and equipment around here, it certainly fits the bill. Yep, you can basically think of this as the academy's very own orbit factory. Engineering Club's been in charge of maintaining orbits here for a long time now. Wow, that's pretty impressive. I assume you repaired all the stuff you wanted me to deliver for this request, too? That's right, I handle that stuff here at the Engineering Club as well. I usually deliver them myself, but I'm a little too busy this month. Can I ask you to do it for me? Of course. So what do I need to know? Awesome. Okay, here's the rundown. As you know, I need you to deliver 3 orbital products for me. First up is this orbital scale, which needs to get delivered to the cooking club. Club meets in the old economics room on the second floor of the main building, near to the head of the club, Nicholas. Nicholas from the cooking club, home economics room. Okay, got it. Next 2 are both in town. Oh, so you take requests from people outside the academy too? Yeah, there was so much talk about the club that I started getting requests from people in Trista too. No reason for me to refuse them, so I do as much as I can to help them out. That certainly explains how you end up so busy. Huh, sure does. The second delivery I need you to make is this antique orbital lamp. This one's going to Micht, down in the pawn shop. You'll find it in the southeast part of the central shopping district. It's kind of out of the way, so keep an eye out. An antique orbital lamp for the pawn shop. Understood. Last but not least, the final item I need you to deliver is this orbital wristwatch. This one's going to Michael over at Radio Trista. Radio Trista is in the southwest of the central shopping district. Just let the receptionist know while you're there, and she'll call Michael out for you. Orbital wristwatch for Michael from Radio Trista. Ask the receptionist. Alright, I can do that. And that's everything. Let me give you the items themselves. Now be sure to be careful. It's not going to be easy carrying all those around, but I'm sure you'll manage. Just be sure to report back to me when you're done. Of course, I'll get started right away. Just as long as I don't have to worry about them breaking or getting messed up like cakes in a certain other video game. I don't think I particularly mind this gameplay here, mainly because I know the only other alternative to what I could be doing is turn-based combat, which I feel like would be about as interesting to watch. Hey there, you don't have to be here to join the cooking club, would you? Not exactly. The engineering club asked me to deliver something for them. Is this what you've been waiting on? Yep, that's the orbital scale I asked George to fix, alright. I don't know how he works so fast. I'd really be lost without him. George's many talents aside, I didn't even know tools like this existed. Very impressive, isn't it? These can provide more accurate and minuscule measurements than any analog scale. If you put a container full of ingredients on there, it'll even subtract the container's weight for you. It's handy. I'd believe it. You don't have any interest in cooking by any chance, do you? I haven't given it much thought, to be honest, but I am kinda curious. I'll be cooking for myself from now on anyway, right? You'd be surprised at how many students here can't. Here's the thing. The cafeteria might be cheap, but it still costs more mirror than making it yourself would. Have you even tried to cook anything yet? Not yet, and I don't even know where to start. Which means you're as virgin as my olive oil. If you want to start cooking, I recommend you start cooking. Just make something. Doesn't matter what. Tell you what, I'll even give you this to get started. Hey! And to top it off, here's a really easy recipe to get started on. It's so easy, I've got all the ingredients you need right here. Help yourself. Rock salt. This recipe book seems like it'll be a helpful companion, but are you sure I can have it? Ah, sure, we got tons of them. If it sparks a fire for cooking in your heart, it'll all be worth it. Got it. I'll be sure to get some use out of it then. Oh, thanks again for bringing me my orbital scale. And that's my thanks out to George for fixing it too. Will do. You can receive recipes from various people, but that's not the only way to get them. You might find them while searching specific areas, cooking, or even just trying new food or drink. You can use recipes and ingredients to make food by selecting note. You can have Reen cook alone or have another party member help him. While having another party member help him, both their skill levels will influence the dish they make. Oh man, it's just like Star Ocean 2, that's awesome! I wonder if it will have the mess up option like Star Ocean 2 had.
Okay, let's give this a try. Wow, that's
Soft and fluffy. What does that mean? Restores 100 HP, cures KO, okay. Soft and fluffy outside, runny inside. Neat. We've had 3 new students join the wind orchestra this year. The new additions should keep things lively, I think. I hope this club serves as a platform that allows them to boost themselves and their musical abilities to new heights. Music is a beautiful art that gives people the freedom to truly express themselves. That album won't go bad, nope. I won't eat it, and then we'll do the time skip back to present time. A month and a half from now, it will still be there in my inventory. It's still gonna do the exact same thing. We're setting up some instruments for the new members to use. Oh, that reminds me. Elliot actually brought his own violin. I wonder if he's any good at playing it, though. I wonder how much violin experience Elliot has. It'd be great if we could help each other improve. Oh, that's cool and all, but I'm out. Oh wait, I can't warp to the town, can I? Oh, I can. Never mind. Oh, that makes everything easier. What's up, Mitch? You got some business here, kid? Or are you just window shopping? I do, actually. I'm here to give you something from the engineering club. Oh, Judge fixed that thing already. Hand it over already, will ya? Right. Kid does nice work. I swear, why does being a pawnbroker have to be such a pain in the ass sometimes? I would have thought an item break right after I paid for it. That's a pretty nasty surprise. Do you get a lot of students in here, out of sheer curiosity? Fair few, sure. Oh, you looking for some money? I don't lend money to kids. You kids can think of this place as an exchange shop. So, like, items for items? Oh yeah, I think I got something in a while back that a kid like you would like. It's yours. I'm gonna say thanks for the delivery. Blade deck. Deck. Blade? Is this a card game or something? Do we have triple triad? Seems that way. Some good for nothing second year brought it in. Can't say I've ever bothered to play. Well, you can give it a try. Or don't. Or burn it for all I care. I didn't pay for it. Thanks. That's really nice really nice of you. I had this strange feeling that he just gave me this because he didn't have anywhere to put it. Oh well. Oh yeah, another thing. My shop's got all the fine selection of curios and all Trista. If you didn't see anything you like, come back later. I change up the goods sometimes. When? When I feel like it. Anyway, see ya. Thanks for the delivery, and enjoy the playing cards, or whatever. Anytime. You can now buy shit. You can also buy some of the items you might have missed in previous chapters. Oh, neat. As for the card game Mick just gave Reen, you'll be able to play that later in the game. Don't tempt me, game! I've been off of Yu-Gi-Oh! For years. Beast flesh? Red meat from a monster. Fills you with energy with every bite. Delicate powder that stimulates the taste buds. I'm going to assume that the Sepith exchange rate doesn't actually ever change. I can't get the kitty ears! Oh well. Oh, by the way, that blade game I gave you seems to be getting pretty popular thanks to one guy spreading the word. You could play it with your classmates sometime, if that's the kind of thing you kids like nowadays. The problem that I had with Deep Space Nine was, like, Star Trek the original series was all about exploration. Star Trek The Next Generation was about, a lot of political stuff and, like, meeting races and interacting with them, but also exploration. Star Trek Deep Space Nine, they were stuck on a starbase for a lot of the time. Where was my exploration? Why are we just hanging out on the starbase? How do I get to the radio station? Yeah, they had a war, but by that point I was just so disinterested in the entire concept that I didn't bother watching. Radio Trista isn't important enough to get its own warp place. Welcome to Radio Trista. How can I help you today? Is there someone named Michael here? I got a delivery from the engineering club, and ideally I'd like to take it to him directly. As a matter of fact, we do have a Michael here. Let me call him for you. You can wait on the sofa over there if you'd like. Sorry to keep you waiting. Said you got a delivery from the engineering club for me? I do indeed. Here it is. Wow, he really did fix it up. This is some pro-level work. We're starting up a new show tonight, so I was feeling all nervous without a quick way to check the time. Things will be just fine now, though. I can imagine that these would be pretty intense. Well, you know, starts at 9 tonight. If things work out, Radio Trista is guaranteed to see a pretty big increase in popularity. Which will mean I'll be one step closer to achieving my dream of... sorry about that. I shouldn't be getting all excited like that and boring you with my life story. Not at all. I'm of the opinion that being passionate about what you do is a good thing. Huh. This job's pretty much my entire life at this point, really. But if you want to make me feel more alive, tune into the show tonight. Alright, you bet. Or I would if I had an orbital radio. Well, I gotta head back. Our sound producer's in there waiting for me. Normally I'd treat you to some tea or something, but today's a really busy day. Tell George thanks for fixing my watch when you get back. Of course. Good luck with tonight's show. What's up, Jackies? I have to go against what I've heard is the popular opinion and actually say that Voyager is my favorite Star Trek of the 3 series that I've seen. Like, I watched original series, I watched Next Generation, but I watched Next Generation when I was too young to really appreciate it, and then I watched Voyager and I actually enjoy it. But not the first 2 seasons. The first 2 to 3 seasons of Voyager are bad. Then it got good. After they got out of... what's it called? After the Verdians... they had the other guys that looked like they had like vegetables growing out of their head. Those guys, after they got out of their space, it was decent. Though they did spend a little too long dealing with the Borg. Oh hey, seems like you're done with those deliveries. All 3 of them. Nice work. So now that you finished delivering those, what do you think of the places you delivered them to? Well, they're certainly all unique. None of them are places I'd normally go to either. I would have wandered into the home economics room eventually, but not the pawn shop or the radio station. Joke's on you, Reen, I already went there. Kazon, yeah. Kazon were lame. And it got much better after they dealt with them, or got away from them. Yeah, I don't think most students would. Pawn shop in particular is kind of hard to find, too. Huh, that's true. But I feel as though I have a general idea of where most of the main places in Trista are, thanks to this. It almost feels like this request was a tutorial! Oh, that's nice to hear. You spoke to Michael while you were at Radio Trista too, didn't you? Did he tell you anything about the new show they're starting up? He did. It starts at 9 tonight, doesn't it? Huh, I figured he'd mention that. He's thrilled about the show, and that enthusiasm is infectious. How about you? You planning on tuning in? Well, I'd love to, but... Oh, don't have an orbital radio? In that case, here. It's all yours. Hey. Wait, really? It's the latest model, too. Same one I've got. You helped me out big time today, so it only seems right to pay you back. Are you sure? Of course! I'm out for research purposes, but I never really found the chance to make any use for it. It'd just be a waste to leave it here collecting dust, so I'd be thrilled if you actually got some use out of it. Well, if that's the case, thank you very much. You're welcome. Oh yeah, there's something I'd like you to tell the rest of the class for me. Oh? Instructor Sarah came to me with a request the other day. Long story short, she left me in charge of doing maintenance on all your Arcus units. No kidding. Like I said, the engineering club's basically Thor's Orbital Factory, so yeah. And of course, I'm pretty interested in your Arcus units myself. So if you need help with anything Arcus related, just come visit me here and I'll sort it out. Good to know. Part of me feels bad adding to your workload, but it's a relief to hear that you'll be the one in charge of this stuff. Ah, that's quite the compliment. Right, I also meant to ask, you know about Sepith masses, right? You mean the stuff that monsters sometimes drop with regular Sepith? Exactly. I'm sure you don't need me to tell you how handy regular Sepiths can be. I totally forgot what that is. But Sepith masses have tons of impurities, so they've never received much attention. But recently, someone discovered a way to efficiently extract Sepith from them. That's so. Oh, it is so. Thanks to that, most shops are willing to take them off your hands at a decent price nowadays. There's no point in holding on to them, so go ahead and sell them if you find any. A little extra money never hurt anyone. Sounds like a good deal to me. Will do. I think I'm just about talked out for the day. Thanks again for all your help. Here's hoping we can keep exchanging favors. Ditto. We'll be counting on you. So the game just told me that, yeah, don't bother holding on to this Sepith stuff. You can use Sepith to unlock slots in your party's armaments. Oh, that's what it's for. Maybe. Oh, and synthesizing materia. You can use U materials. How do I get a U material? Really, stuff can be exchanged too, but do remember that they're also used for synthesizing quartz and unlocking slots. Masses, on the other hand, are useless and can thus be freely exchanged. Well, while I'm here... Damn it. I did that wrong. Oh man, I can buy different covers! You know what's even worse? Not only can I buy different colors for my Arcus here, I can also buy different covers for my Arcus here via DLC. Great! Thanks! Yeah! I'll get right on that. Gotta do another line of Sepith. Designed to cut through wind. Is that hard? I mean, if you're designing your weapon to cut through things, I imagine the wind isn't the hardest material to test it against. Just saying. Whew, that was a lot of work. I'm exhausted. Feels good though, kind of fulfilling. But now that I think about it, George might have made that request specifically for my sake. I feel like I know a lot more about Tristan and the Academy now that I'm done. Why, hello there. Who's that? She's hanging around here. She must be a member of the engineering club, right? That big thing next to her wasn't it? Yes, it was! I specifically commented on it. Oh, it doesn't matter now. I've got another request to finish. Talk to her. That about does it. Now all I've got to do is report back to George. So she does know George. Ah, the wind felt fantastic today. Okay, so now can I recruit students and go into the schoolhouse? Oh, but first let's try doing a bondage link. Well, friend Alan apparently joined the fencing club, so I thought I'd pay him a little visit. He's really busy right now, though. I wouldn't want to interrupt. Maybe I'll stop by some other time. How'd the fight go? Loggins, why are we wasting our time practicing the basics when we could pick up where we left off yesterday? Surely I'm not the only one who feels our draw was unsatisfactory. Shut it. You're a first year, you do the basics. No two ways about it. Haha, and here I thought you were such a hothead that you'd jump at the chance. Oh well, I suppose defeating you so hastily would spoil the fun, so I'll let you off for now. Uppity little shit. Yesterday's match ended in a draw, but I think I have a grasp on everyone's general skill levels here. This club should serve as an adequate way to pass the time until I graduate, at least. Damn it, I wish I hadn't let my guard down yesterday. If I'd gotten all out, I would have won this little brat and wouldn't be acting like he's better than me. And of course, Patrick isn't just a noble, he's skilled with a sword. Are nobles really that much better than us? Alan, if you lose focus with a sword in your hand, you're liable to have one run through you. Right, sorry. Sounds basic, but relaxing your body and staring your opponent down could save your life. Not particularly glamorous, but good fundamentals can save you from embarrassing accidents down the line. Got it? Yes, ma'am! You can already see the sparks flying between those two. I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of explosions those sparks will set off. I sometimes forget that Frida's the captain of this club. She's good at explaining stuff, but she doesn't seem all that strong. She's more like a manager or something. We've got ourselves a great group of first years this year. Casper seems like he's really into learning. And there's Laura, who I don't even need to teach at all. Casper. I grew up by the ocean, so yeah, I'd say I'm a pretty good swimmer. That said, I joined this club to get even better. Which reminds me, I wonder if Laura wouldn't mind teaching me some stuff. She's an old though, isn't she? Do you think she'd mind if I just asked her for help? Am I allowed to just ask her like that? Not before I do. Hi. Good day, Irene. Have you come for a swim too? Not quite. I'm surprised the swimming clubs are active at this time of year, though. Well, it's true that winter swimming isn't for everyone. The water's rather chilly, but I think that it makes for good training. Huh, how did I know you would say something like that? Let's stick around. Would it be fine if I just hung out and watched the club for a while? You'll get no objections from me. In fact, you came along at the perfect time. I was just about to test my short-distance swimming speeds. Do you think you could record my times? Sure, I can do that. Them polygons. They gasp. Goal! That took you 22.34 seconds. Phew, just a so-so time. So-so? You tore across the pool! If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were part fish. Huh, let's not go overboard. If I'm a fish, my father's a dolphin. In fact, he could probably outswim one. Maybe, but he's the reigning blade master. His swimming prowess doesn't make yours any less amazing. No kidding. I could only take my eyes off her while she was in the water. Is there a reason you're staring at me? Oh, no, don't mind me. I take it swimming's a specialty of yours, then. Perhaps more habit than specialty. The ground is located alongside a lake, and I used to swim there in the water to train. Seems that doing so has slightly improved my swimming in general. I don't know if the word slightly applies here. Given your upbringing, I initially assumed that you joined a more combat-oriented club. But I see now that even swimming can contribute to your training. That's the hope. My father once told me there are things about the sword that we can only learn by stepping outside of its shadow. I had every intention to put those words into practice upon entering this academy. Your dedication to the sword doesn't surprise me. The way it influences so much of your life seems very you. To be honest, I'm a bit jealous. There's no need for that. You have your sword, you can do the same. I guess you're right. Forget I said anything. I see. Regardless, thank you for timing me. It seems I'll have to train even harder from here on out. Best of luck. I know you can do it. Your bond with Laura has strengthened. My time was decent at best. Seems that if I want to improve on it, my only choice is to continue training. She has directions. Hi. Oh, look at how cool that second year with the blue hair is. She's a second year? I've been checking out the different sports clubs, but I think this one might just be the one for me. Maybe if I join, I'll be able to get as confident and strong as she is. Wait, is she confusing Laura for a second year? Right, I'm doing it! Alright, I think I'll check out these old haunted house now. And see what the game says about letting me equip people. Or team up with people. And that should probably be it for this recording. But the haunted house is the other way! Let's see, what other, Okay, I could also hang out with Makios. If I want to use my free time, or my last bondage point. But I'm not sure if that will immediately end my stuff for the day. I wouldn't assume so. Considering that this is a mandatory quest. I don't know, do I want to hang out with Mr. Working Class Hero first? Why not? Where'd he go? Oh. Or do I want to save this point and see if I can hang out with anyone at night? Spend time with Makias? Yes or no? What are the odds that there will be a nighttime event after the first day? Whatever. I used him a lot in combat, because I had to. So maybe it would be cool to better link with him. Go ahead and order something. Marine ordered a drink and proceeded to join Makias on his break. You can tell this cafe uses some high-quality beans for its coffee. There's a rich flavor behind the initial bitterness, and the fragrance is utterly fantastic. I take it you're pretty knowledgeable when it comes to coffee, then. Haha, mainly due to my dad. He's been drinking it as long as I can remember. Thanks to him, I started drinking it while I was studying, which gradually gave me a taste for it. Ah, that explains it. This actually makes me curious about the kind of person Governor Rugnitz is. Speaking of which, is that tea I see you drinking? It is. I'm way more used to tea than I am coffee. The tea here is nice and relaxing, too. I'm not sure I'll ever understand the appeal. Doesn't help that I always associate it with nobles. I associate it with Captain Picard. In fact, I saw one particularly irritating noble arrogantly sipping away at a cup the other day. Great. That couldn't be anyone other than Justice. And how do you sip arrogantly? Sorry, I didn't mean to rant. I didn't mean to sound like I was judging you or anything. I mean, you're not even a noble. Don't worry about it. Why don't you give it a try, though? You might actually end up liking it. I guess I could. You should try some of my coffee, too, then. They each poured some of their drinks into each other's cups from their respective pots. Aw, from their respective pots, not cups. That's not an indirect kiss. You were right. This isn't so bad. Huh, glad to hear it. I'm actually considering having some coffee next time I'm really studying. Haha, keeps you sharp between the ears. Why don't the two of us study here sometime, then? Sounds like a plan. And thus the two finished their drinks and chatted together for a while longer. Your bond has strengthened. Okay, and it didn't automatically advance the day. That's good to know. Alright. Fucking saved. I want to save before I enter the schoolhouse, just in case it doesn't automatically let me call in backup. Just in case people want to solo with Reen.